The homelessness is the money.
Okay. Every single mom, a single mom with like 2 kids, they will pay $3,800 for rent, $1,200 for food stamps. They will give her aftercare, free meals. But that mother is not allowed to bring anybody in their home. The father has to go away. That mother is only allowed to make so much money. So in 5 years, you will give a single mom $250,000 between food stamps and housing, and that mother is in dire poverty. So if you truly care about that mother, wouldn't it make sense to maybe give a down payment on a house to build affordable housing and let that mom be on her own, go make her money? But no, you continue to advocate for benefits because it benefits you. Because the more people you have in the system, the more you can go to the federal government and say, I got this amount of people in my constituent, and you can get money, and then you can shuffle the money around. Almost every poor person out there is on some kind of antidepressant, they're bipolar, you name it, they're it. And when you look at the cost of the medication that these people are under, then they got a caseworker, they got a social worker, they got a psychotherapist, they got a counselor. Okay, all of these are people that being paid by the Medicare, Medicaid, whatever. So if we don't keep them trapped, if we fix the problem, then all the people that are making money from the problem goes out of business. So there's no intention of fixing the problem. What's said is that the poor people believe that they care. It's only when I take the time to break it down. I am actually trying to educate the brothers right now. Listen, man, do not go into that disability foolishness. I say once you go into that system, it's done. I say your life is over. You're going to get $600-700 a month. Where is that going to take you? But at the other side of this, we don't have a way forward. There's no way for them to get a place to live. There's nowhere for them to get qualified for apartment. There's no affordable housing. They cannot work for enough money to pay for a place. So there's the alternatives. So my take on this is that both political parties have failed the poor. Both. One know exactly what they're doing, and this is their stronghold. The other one do not understand the problem, and the reason they don't really understand the problem is because their constituents are not in this struggle for the most part. Every time you go to a representative, which is in a blue district, they don't want to hear anything. For 21 years, I've been trying to get one Democrat representative because everywhere I live is a Democrat stronghold. You send them letters, you send them emails, you call their office, you can't get anything. So I tried to jump ship and send a letter to Republicans that are not in my district. And you know what they said? We're not in your district. Out of courtesy, we can't help you. So this is where the poor people are stuck. They can't go to the other side because that's not their representative. And their representative deliberately ignoring the problem and don't want to fix the problem because this is how they get votes. This is how it's like a drug dealer giving you just enough drugs for you to go and do whatever necessary to come back and get another fix. That's what's going on. But I am doing my best to educate the poor people. But at the same time, while I'm educating them, there's no alternative. So even if they want to get off of it, I mean, look at the poor districts. There's more prisons close to the poor neighborhoods. All the liquor stores close to the poor neighborhoods. The bail bondsman in the poor neighborhood. The police stations right there waiting. So it's like they're expecting you to fall into these traps. I mean, it is sickening to watch a system that deliberately destroy poor people. And I gotta say, thank God that while people continue to hate the white man, and black people believe that the white people are all racist and they hate black people, I am here to tell you that but for the grace of God, and thank God for a white man, that the house that me and my family own is a white man that bought it. That same white man put up over $500,000 in 5 years to feed the homeless. I got another white man that continue to make sure we got money to keep going. So how can I get mad at a person who is continuing to help? How can I say that the white people don't care nothing about the black poor people when they're the ones continuing to put up the money, but yet the politicians and the public figures who are black that I try to connect to ignore the messages? So really, who is the worst? I mean, we get mad at people for something they say, but Steph Curry wrote his governor, called his governor, that he did not want low-income housing in his neighborhood. But how many poor people, black kids, walking around with a shirt that says Steph Curry? So who's worse? The white man that you calling racist, or your own black brother that's saying, I don't want you living where I live because you ain't good enough? You know, we can't even see that we cause by trying to make another person look bad. Our own people are destroying us and they don't care. Our own people in Fort Lauderdale, they got Democrat black representatives that put laws into place to put the homeless people in jail for sleeping outside. These are the same people that fighting for immigrants. Then you're going to say, I'm hateful and I'm evil and I'm anti this and anti that. No, I'm America first. This ain't about Trump. This is Americans' country. We're grateful to be here. Now we got to respect that and we got to give back to the place that gave us. And if we got a problem with that, even me, you know what? If I think America's bad, then I need to get out the people's country. How am I going to be in the people's country and then stand there and badmouth the country? Or say, I could talk about the things that's wrong with it, but I still got to do my part to help make it better. But I can't take from something and don't want to give back anything. So that's my take on the situation. And that's not my take because I'm watching CNN or Fox. That's my take, the way I live it. And I dare anybody else to come at me because you know what? All y'all doing is talking. Everybody just talking. Enough of the talking. It's time for action. That's my 2 cents.